How are you doing? This is Sean Newsome. I'm with Seabotix. We're demonstrating a couple of our underwater remotely operated vehicles here at the San Diego Maritime Museum. I'd like you to come take a look.
You see the moon beams down and everyone turns around and everyone gets lost in the shadows beyond the light. Everyone get lost tonight. So when the moon beams down and everyone turns around and everyone gets lost in the shadows beyond the light, everyone get lost tonight.
These are two models of our vehicle here. This is the LBV, or Little Benthic Vehicle. It's a 150-meter rated, remotely operated vehicle. There's a tether that comes off the back to a control console. We have a simple hand controller we'll take a look at later that allows you to fly it just like a helicopter. There's two video cameras inside, a color and a black and white. We would use the black and white if we had poor visibility and we wanted to still get a good image. In this case, we also have a manipulator I can use to grab small objects off the bottom. I might find a watch or be collecting samples of coral, for example, or even if I was a first responder collecting a drowning victim out from underneath the Coronado Bridge.
I'm related to it.
Down here we have a second vehicle. This is our LBV 150-5. You see it has 5 thrusters. Well, trust me, it does. There's 2 that are on the outside here, vertical thrusters, that allow this vehicle to counter-rotate in the 5th axis. We would do that when we have what's called a crawler skid on the bottom. It's a really cool device. It creates a traction in water, and we can attach to a ship hull and drive straight along the hull with our sensors. In this case, this unit has an imaging sonar on the bottom. This imaging sonar is essentially an acoustic camera. So when I have no visibility, I can still make out 3D objects as small as my watch on the bottom or floating in the midwater. The military will use something like this to look for any IEDs, improvised explosive devices. The Coast Guard might be looking for contraband or other types of illegal or foreign objects on the bottoms of ship hulls, pier pilings, or down on the bottom. So I've got one of our hand controllers here in my hands, and this is how we fly this vehicle and control all of the sensors that are on it. It's kind of like PlayStation, but it's a little bit more precise. These vehicles fly just like a helicopter, so if I want to go up and down, I simply rotate a knob up or down. If I want to go forward or backwards, I can push a joystick forward and backwards. To turn the vehicle, I twist the joystick. To fly sideways or laterally like a helicopter, I pull the joystick sideways. And I can use these in conjunction with each other to say go up and down in a circle as I'm trying to come around and grab an object. I can tilt my cameras or switch between them here, focus, turn on lights and adjust them, open and close my manipulator, lock in my heading, my depth, or my trim. Trim is like cruise control, it's the speed of the vehicle. I can adjust the gains of the vehicle so I can have a maximum of 50% full power or 100% of full power across 32 steps of the joystick. And then I can do some adjustments and calibrations, maybe do a little text titling with this keypad over here. All right, we have one of our co-founders of the company, Jesse Rodocker, over here. He's piloting the vehicle. You can see he's got the hand controller that we talked about. He's got our integrated navigation console. This is a beautiful system. We have what's called a transflective screen in here. He's looking in the upper right-hand corner at the video, and the main image is the sonar. Now take a look. You can't see anything in that video because of the poor visibility, but we're looking at all the pier pilings and the shadows of those pier pilings on that sonar data. Also on this control console there's a computer so he can record his video and his sonar. If he had a tracking system that would tell us exactly where in space the vehicle is, say we wanted to return to a target we saw last week, it would all be recorded on that computer. In the left-hand side on the deck of that control console, you see an orange bar, a little membrane pad with a light. That's a video enhancer. That basically works like Photoshop to saturate and enhance images. So we may have green water in the video, and if we turn that on, all of a sudden the fish and the plants and the ships will all come into view. You see, it's pretty simple. We have the control console, a reel with the tether, and they're all connected to the vehicle, and that's all you need to take this thing worldwide and fly, in this case, down to 1,000 feet. Check this out, I'm on the deck of the USS Dolphin, a decommissioned US Navy submarine. We've got the little benthic vehicle here, and we're inspecting the outside. This is really cool. Beautiful day here in San Diego, and we're about to dive.
Only here on Planet X.
You see the moon beams down, and everyone turns around, and everyone gets lost in the shadows beyond the light. Everyone get lost tonight. So when the moon beams down and everyone turns around and everyone gets lost in the shadows beyond the light, everyone get lost tonight.